Hi, everyone. I'm Professor Kevin W. Tharp. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through those things that you need to do to make sure that you've got a system that will allow you to take my virtual cinematography course. That means that we need to set up an account on Steam. We need to test the performance of the PC that we are using because you will have to use PC VR in order to do this because the standalone headsets don't have enough. Uh, Processing power in order to do the cinematography version of this. So you're going to have a few pieces of software, and one of them is a test to see if your system's okay. So make your way to your browser, make your way to Steam. You will start learning to recognize the Steam logo as the place you need to go. Once you get to the Steam website under the login tab, you need to come in and create a new account. And then you'll need to install that you'll need to install Steam onto your machine. So you'll need to download that and get it installed. Once you have done that, once you've got the login set up and you've installed Steam, what you're going to do is you need to make your way into the Steam software itself, which is what we see right here. Once you get here, the first thing that you're going to need to do is go into the store and search for Steam VR performance test. And you will need to add that to your library, and then you will need to download that. So you'll notice that I'm just finishing up that download. And as soon as that finishes, I'll show you what we need to do. So as soon as it finishes downloading, it will go ahead and install that. Once it's done that, you're going to need to click this launch button. And once you click the launch button, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to make sure you have Steam VR installed as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to play the performance test. And what this is going to do is it is going to launch uh, software that is going to stress test your software to see if you're able to do some of the things that are necessary because VR is a performance hog. It takes a lot of uh, processing power, and this is going to stress test your entire system to see if it works. This takes about 2 minutes, and you'll see that what it's doing right here is it's running a series of images to simulate being in virtual reality. And it's going to do that and it will give you a report as soon as it's done. As soon as it's completed that, what it will do is it will give you a set of test results. And I realize this is going to be hard for you to see on mine, but what it's saying is it's going to go through and it's going to give you results about the machine that you've got. It's going to give you details down here, but basically you need to make sure that your machine is somewhere over in this green zone so that it has the capability to do this because it really is the what we're going to be doing in this course is intensive on your system. And you want to make sure before you start wandering into the course that you've got a system that's going to allow you to do that. So if it tells you that it's VR ready, you can go through, you can look at the details that are in there, but you've got at that point what is necessary to to know if you've got a system who's going to work for this. And that's the most important thing for this is that you make sure that you have a system that's capable of doing that. Once you have done that, you can exit that game and make sure that you have Steam VR loaded. Again, if I go into my library and type Steam VR, so once you've got that ready, you come back into the store, you type Steam VR, and you install that. You'll notice that everything that I've looked at so far is free software, and you'll go through the process of downloading that and installing it. Once you have SteamVR installed and ready to go, if you have a system that is connected to your computer at that point, you'll see this little icon show up here, enter VR mode. Clicking on that allows you to launch your virtual reality software. It'll make sure that you've set up your hardware, you're ready to go, and then you'll be able to go forward from that. The space that looks like is something like this. It's going to be a little bit different, but depending upon what you are. But what you'll need to go is you need to go through the processes here, update the permissions that are there, make sure that your headset, your um, handsets, if you have light boxes, those things are seen. Basically, walk through the Steam VR and have it set up so that you can go into Steam VR. The next thing that you're going to need to look at is the software we're going to be doing is OpenBrush. That also is free software, and you will be able to download that, install it, and then you will be able to play now. And that's where we're going to be doing the actual learning. So the only purpose of this video is to get you to this point where you know you've got a system that is capable of running the software, you've tested it, you've uploaded your or downloaded the Steam VR, the Open Brush, and the rest will be what we need to do to go forward with the class. I will talk to you in the next video. I hope you've got the resources to do this. And if so, I look forward to seeing you online. Bye-bye.